All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Then we that are alive will be with the Lord forever. We're crossing that threshold now that Yahweh shines on this way. Okay, only the last prophecy. We only got a few prophecies left. Okay, and the so-called white man, like we discussed on multiple occasions, he's not going to be able to keep dragging his knuckles. Okay, any month now, he's going to come out with the, you know what, the mark of the beast. Okay, he's going to come out with it. Okay, but we have to keep our posture and keep our stance in Yahweh Shai so we can make it out with our life, okay? We have to have these scriptures ingrained in us. The scriptures got to be a part of us. Okay, one moment. Turn to the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee, okay? So we have to strive to the truth unto death, okay? Because some of us are going to get put to death in this thing, okay? When this thing finally goes down, okay? So you have to keep your posture in Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what this is about. Some of us will get put to death in this thing, okay? But we have to keep 10 toes down. We have to keep our posture, and we have to keep calling on Yahweh Shai. Like I said on multiple occasions, right now we're circling Jericho right now, okay, with these videos and these street preachings. We're circling Jericho right now, okay. We expecting Jericho to fall, okay. When you circle it the seventh time, Jericho will fall, okay. Something to that effect, okay. We'll get it. Okay, we'll get it. One moment. Turn to the book of Romans. The book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or pearls or sword? So who's going to separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? Okay. You have to be put to the test. Okay, Yahweh Shai's testing this man. Okay, seeing if his man will pass. Verse 36. As it is written, for thy sakes we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep to the slaughter. Okay, and I get it from my NET version. The book of Romans 8, verse, I start at 35. Because when this thing finally goes down, you're gonna wish that you entertained this thing a lot more, took it a lot more serious when this thing goes down. Your whole life have to be engrossed into these scriptures, okay? Mainly from the perspective of the men of GMS, okay? Because like we discussed on multiple occasions, they got it. They cracked the riddle. They did it. Book of Romans chapter 8, verse 35. Who will separate us from the love of Mashiach? Will trouble or distress or persecutions or famine or nakedness or dangers or sword? As it is written, for your sakes we are counted deaf all the day. Let's read it from the top. As it is written, for your sakes we encounter death all day long. We were considered as sheep to be slaughtered, okay? Knowing all these things, we have complete victory through him who loved us. For I am convinced that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor heavenly rulers, nor things that are present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, or anything else is in creation will be able to separate us from the love of power in Mashiach Yahushai our Lord. So you have to have that posture. You have to have that posture that you're gonna do anything for Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, anything. You have to have that posture, and we're being put to the test right now. Okay, let's see if you pass the test. It is a trial. Let's get it. Turn to the book of Ezekiel. You have to have your posture 10 toes down for Yahweh Yahushai. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, verse 13. Because it is a trial, and what if the sword condemns even a rod? Even so, even shall be no more, say Yahweh power. Okay. Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 13. Okay, one moment. We're not going to be able just to walk into heaven and sit down heaven. You have to go through your tribulations. Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 13. For testing will come, and what will happen if the scepter which the sword despises is no more, declares the sovereign Yahweh. Okay, it's a test. Okay, and the main exam is the RFID chip to see if you're gonna keep the faith. Okay, we have to keep posture to see if we're gonna be able to keep the faith in Yahweh Shai in that. That's the real test. The book of First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15. I get it for you in a King James version and the NET. This is the NET version, and I get it to a King James. For we tell you by the word of Yahweh that we who are alive and who are left until the coming of Yahweh will surely not go ahead of those who have fallen asleep. For Yahweh himself will come down from heaven with a shout of the command, with the voice of the archangel, trumpets of power, and the dead in Mashiach will rise first. Then we who are alive and who are left will suddenly be caught up together with him in the clouds to meet Yahweh in the air. And so we will always be with Yahweh. Therefore, encourage one another with these words. Okay, so that's what this is about. Encourage one another with these words. That's what this is about. Okay, one moment. Let's get it from a King James version. The book of the book of the book of First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 14. For we for if we believe that Yahweh Shai and rose again, and even so them also which are asleep, and Yahweh Shai power will bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of Yahweh shall prevent them which are asleep. For Yahweh himself will descend with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and the trumpet of power, and the dead will rise, and when Mashiach, and raise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with him in the clouds to meet Yahweh in the air. So we will be with Yahweh. One another with these words. Hopefully, you guys will edify our Yahweh Shai. Shalom.